All right, here we go. We are officially live here on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. And if you're watching this at a later time, welcome to Wildcard Sports. Today's video, I'm going to go over my mid-season MLB predictions here on who's going to make it all the way. And, we're going to talk about who's going to win the World Series here. Who do you think's going to win the World Series? Who do I think's going to win it? And also, we'll go over the wild card predictions here. So, as you can see, I already filled in the AL first place teams and then the NL first place teams. And these are not teams as of now. These are just locked in. So, like, if you look at the Yankees and Astros, they're going to win first in their divisions. There's no way that, Yankees have a 13 game advantage on Tampa Bay right now. Who else? Houston has a 9-game advantage on Seattle, the red hot Seattle. So the big one we don't know about in the NL, it's the Mets and Atlanta are going at it. Atlanta's only 2.5 games back from the Mets, so they could fight there. Philly's probably not going to catch up to them. It's definitely doable for Philly to catch up, but it's probably gonna be between the Mets and Atlanta Braves there. And then the NL Central is a tough race, a tight race. Milwaukee and St. Louis. St. Louis only back a half game. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they're 11 games out, so they're not going to be anywhere close to that. And then, obviously, the Dodgers in the NL West, they are dominating there. They're up by 10 games in first place. San Diego's in second there. And my Giants over there in third. But, yeah. Feel free to say what's up in the video. If you're watching at a later time, comment with your guys' predictions. Let me know what you guys think. But let's just start with the top. Like I said before, oh yeah, also above my head there, those are the World Series, those are the odds for the World Series winner this season at the halfway point. So right now they have the Yankees at plus 300. So that means they're pretty much favored, the number one team favored to win the World Series right now. And then it goes Yankees, Dodgers, and then Astros. And then the next team after that, they have the Mets at plus 800. So if you guys believe in the Mets, putting a bet in at plus 800 is not bad for a futures bet for them to win the World Series. I don't think Braves are going to go back-to-back. They are a good team, but losing Freddie Freeman, it's tough. I know they got Acuna, Ozuna, Swanson. They got a solid team. They could make a little run there, but I don't think they're going to go back-to-back in the World Series or winning the World Series. So I'm going to give my prediction for the AL Central. As you guys can see there, Minnesota and Cleveland battling it out for first place. Oh, and the White Sox. Can't forget about the White Sox. White Sox are only 3 games back. So it's a three-team race here in the AL Central. Going into this season, I did a prediction video, and I did predict Minnesota to win that division. And so far, I'm right. But, they're only 2 games up. The hottest team right now in that AL Central is Cleveland. They're on a 3-game winning streak. It's good. It's nothing crazy, but I do like Cleveland's team. I do like the White Sox team, but for some reason, I don't trust the White Sox going far. But I like the turnaround Minnesota has made. If we look at Minnesota, the standings last year, let me take a look. Minnesota last year, they were in last place, and they only had 73 wins. They already have 50 at the halfway mark. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get that 73 mark. But yeah, Twins were in last place. I would love to see them go from last to first and get that AL Central title. So I'm going to still stick with Minnesota. But the only thing with Minnesota, they don't have that experience. Sure they got experienced players, but holding on to first place for them is pretty tough. Yo, what up, Derpy? In the chat, go Guardians, huh? Yeah, they're right there. So Cleveland Guardians, White Sox, Minnesota Twins. I am going to go, this is my prediction, I'm going to go Minnesota. Oh, and by the way, there we go. Let me type it in. Okay, so I'm going to go Minnesota Twins. I'll put that. Whoops. Come on. Where is it? There we go. I'm going to put Twins right there for me. And yeah, post your guys' predictions in the chat. I'm going to go Twins right there. Winning the AL Central. It's going to be a close race. We'll look at the wild card standings right after this. But we already know Yankees are going to win the East. We already know, well, my prediction is Minnesota is going to win Central. But it's going to be a close race and a fun race to watch. Especially opening up the second half of the season. Cleveland and the White Sox open up playing against each other. So that's going to be a good series right off the bat. We already know Houston Astros are going to win the AL West. Seattle is they're the hottest team in baseball right now with 14-game win streak. And they actually set the record for the longest win streak going into the All-Star break. Not the longest win streak in general, but the longest win streak going into the All-Star break at 14 games. So I would love to see Seattle go to the playoffs. Derpy, Guardians will probably get that last wild card spot. Yeah, trust me, I definitely have Guardians going into a wild card, but we'll double check that and look into that in just a minute here. So yeah, like I said, Houston, but I really want Seattle to start keep on that tear that they have. They actually open up the second half of the season going up against Houston. Seattle versus Houston. Yeah, that's weird. And then Houston plays the Yankees, but I think that's a one-game makeup on the 21st, I guess. We don't have to worry about Texas. I mean, they're long gone out of it, but Texas was the worst team in that division last year. They only had 60 wins all season long. They already have 41 here at the halfway point. They were in last place. But, I mean, look at the A's. They dropped a couple places from last season. A's were in third place in the AL West, but they've dropped, and they are completely terrible. Looking in the chat, someone voted for Yankees to win the World Series. Another person voted for other. So a different team there. If you're just jumping in here, feel free to vote. I got to post on the Discord really quick. Forgot to tag it here. Just a second. If you're on the Discord, you'll see this, so. All right, cool. We are posted there. All right, so back to this. So the other tight race in the NL is the Mets and the Braves. Maybe Philly. They're 8.5 back. They got the whole second half of the season. Teams go on crazy win streaks. Phillies could do it. I don't think they're going to get first place. They could come back and get a wild card spot, but that's going to be really, really tough. But everything's pointing to the Mets this year to get first place. I mean, Mets going into this season were favored to win one of the top teams favored to win the World Series. So, along with the Dodgers and Yankees. But if you look at the Mets now, they're the fourth favorited team to win the World Series. So I'm going to stick with that, and we're going to go Mets are going to get first place in the NL East. And let me know what you guys think on that. But I'm going to go with Mets. First place, NL East. Let me fix that. Okay, so we got the Mets, and Atlanta's probably going to get one of the wild card spots, but we got to look at it because we still got the NL Central and the NL West, and that's actually going to be really hard to get those wild card spots. There's only 2 spots, obviously. It's going to be really hard, but we'll take a look. Going to the NL Central, another tight race. Milwaukee and St. Louis. St. Louis only a half game back, and this is a really tough one. I've watched a lot of St. Louis games this season. They do look good, but they don't come through when they need to. But I don't know if I trust Milwaukee. I'm a Giants fan. We whooped on Milwaukee this past series. We swept them, and Milwaukee on a 3-game losing streak. St. Louis on a 2-game win streak. I'm going to go St. Louis. I think they're going to take the NL first place here. Yo, what up, JT? What's going on, man? But yeah, I'm going to go St. Louis taking first place in the NL Central here. It's going to be a really tight race. It's going to be fun to watch. But we're going Cardinals, at least for my prediction. Cardinals first place. And this is where it gets fun. We got the we got the wild card in the AL and NL. Giants looking a little better. Yeah, we've been playing better. We swept the Milwaukee, so that was good. We really needed that. So it's going to be a really interesting second half of the season. All right, so we talked about the other divisions here. We're going to the wild card divisions, or wild card, spots here. So we're looking at AL. Tampa Bay, Seattle have the top spots right now. Toronto is right there tied up, or pretty much another 1 game back of Seattle. Then you got Boston, 2 games. Cleveland, 2.5. And don't forget about Baltimore. They have been playing really well this compared to last year, obviously, but they've been playing well, hanging around. They're 3.5 games back. Same with the White Sox. And I don't think we got to worry about Texas. They're 7.5 back, but they got to go on a crazy winning streak there. Yo, what up, Lil Hawk? How's it going, man? Good to see you here in the chat. So yeah, the AL wildcard teams here, Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Toronto. I personally would love to see Seattle make it to the playoffs because it has been a long time since they've made it. I don't know exactly how many years the drought is, but it's a long freaking time. And I just want to put Seattle there. This is just me personally. I would love to see Seattle in the playoffs. So I'm going to put Seattle as a wild card spot for me. Whoops. Let's go Seattle Mariners. So they're going to take up I don't know if it's going to be the 1 spot, but most likely, 1 or 2 spot, obviously. So then we got Toronto and Tampa Bay battling it out. And then we got Boston, Cleveland, and Baltimore. This is just really tough. I would love to hear what you guys think in the chat. Who do you think is going to make it out of the AL wildcard teams? I have Seattle because I want Seattle. I wouldn't mind seeing Boston, but they've been plenty of times. Tampa Bay, they make the playoffs a lot, and they can't do anything in the playoffs, at least lately. Toronto would be really fun to watch in the playoffs just because, they got that solid team. Springer, Guerrero Jr., Bichette, just to name a few. Gurriel, I mean, they got a solid team. Chapman. Boston, always watching Boston games in the playoffs are always fun, especially at Fenway Park. Lil Hawk just looked it up. It's been 20 years since the Seattle Mariners made the playoffs. That is insane. So 20 years. Imagine that. Your favorite team, you're not making the playoffs for 20 years. And yeah, that's exactly why I would love to see them make the playoffs. You already know if they do, it's going to be sold out. So go Seattle there. But getting the other spot in wild card, that's a tough one. I don't know who I want to give it to. You know what? I want to see Toronto in there. I want to see Toronto get that second wild card spot. That's my prediction. They have the lineup to do it. They have the pitching to do it. Obviously, Boston and Cleveland could definitely give them a run for their money, and Tampa Bay, of course. But I like Boston. I like Toronto. The energy they bring there, especially come playoff time, and especially when it gets close to playoff time. They have really exciting players. So we're gonna put Toronto Blue Jays there at the other wild card spot. So we got Blue Jays. Let me... see other people jumping in here. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Don't forget to like the video. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe here. Or if you're watching this later. But I'm looking at the voting. Some of you guys think the Yankees are going to win it. One person on the Astros. And 40% on other. No one thinks the Dodgers. I like it. I don't think Dodgers are going to win it either. Even though they got a stacked lineup. They seem to choke in the playoffs. And I love seeing the Dodgers choke in the playoffs. What up, blogger? Special opinions: Toronto Blue Jays, Yankees, Mets. Very hard. Postum Porta? I don't know. But you got Blue Jays, Yankees, Mets. Yeah, I'm with you on that so far for sure. So just a really quick recap if you're just tuning in. I got, obviously Yankees, Astros, Twins coming in the AL first place. NL first place will be Dodgers. I got the Mets and the Cardinals going in there. And then AL wildcard, I got Mariners and Blue Jays. Now let's go to the NL wildcard. We got Atlanta, San Diego, Philadelphia right now battling it out. But look at this. We got St. Louis and San Francisco, my team, the Giants. Really close, like a 5-game race there in the NL wildcard. And Atlanta and Milwaukee are just switching in and out. I mean, sorry, not Atlanta. Milwaukee and St. Louis switching in and out there. And then same with Atlanta and the Mets. So that could go either way. But Dodgers are the one team in the NL that has pretty much locked up the NL West. Unless San Diego goes on a crazy run. I would love to see my Giants do it, but it's going to be really tough to come back and take first place there. But... I'm going to be very, very biased here as a Giants fan. I would love to see my Giants make the wild card. We're only a half game out of a spot. So, very doable. We ended the season, or ended the halfway point on a 3-game win streak. We open up the second half of the season against the Dodgers. So that's going to be a really big series there and a really fun one to watch. So I'm going to definitely put my Giants there in an NL wildcard spot. I know a lot of you guys will disagree with that, but... it's okay. Yo, what up, Sunman? Who do you think who do you think that I'll put 50 on? You mean who do I think will win the World Series? Is that what you mean? And also, like I said before, above me right there, those are the World Series odds. The winners right there. We got the Yankees, Dodgers, Astros, Mets, Braves, and the Blue Jays rounding it out there. Obviously, I'm not going to put money on the, Yankees or Dodgers or the Astros because sure it is plus odds, but you don't really, I don't know. I want to see an underdog make it, and it never hurts to put money on a wild card team. Because none of us thought the Braves were going to win the World Series, like especially when the season started. No one even talked about the Braves. Maybe making the making the playoffs, but not the World Series. But a big wild card team could win it all. That's a tough one. I mean, like I said, I love the Blue Jays. I love the energy they bring, and they have the potential to win it. Maybe they don't have the exact pitching they want, but hey, they got the trade deadline, so maybe that's what they'll do. Is get a pitcher here. Oh, Homerun Derby. Okay, HRD. There you go. You know what? I don't really... I mean, I think Pete Alonso is going to go for another title there. A lot of people are on Acuna. I don't even know the odds. I know there's like odds for the Homerun Derby. Let me find it really fast. So you got Alonso. Can you guys see that, by the way? Okay, you guys can see it. Cool. So you got Alonso, Schwarber, Soto, Ronald Acuna Jr., Corey Seager, Julio Rodriguez, Jose Ramirez, and Albert Pujols. Well, Pujols isn't winning it, but I mean, Pete Alonso's going for that title. Soto, I don't think he has the distance, or like he can't last that long. I think he's going to tire out. Corey Seager playing in Dodger Stadium would be pretty cool, but I don't think he has the stamina either. Schwarber has been on fire lately. I don't know. I would say Schwarber, but then put a flyer on Seager because just because he's playing back at his old stadium, he's gonna have the crowd behind him. I would hope. I don't think they would be booing him, but maybe, I don't know. But that's tough. Me personally, I'm not gonna be betting on the World Series. The Nationals had really tough odds when they won the World Series. Yeah, that's another team. That was a while back, but yeah, when they won the World Series, no one expected them. I mean, look at my Giants. We've won the World Series 3 out of 5 years. Not the past 5 years, but we won it 3 out of 5 years. And most of those years, no one had the Giants winning it all. And we won it as a wild card, I think, every time. So that's why I love betting on wild card teams. So if I did bet on which I probably will be betting on the World Series future, I'm going to be betting on the Blue Jays. I'll put some money on the Blue Jays. I'll put some money on... I mean, it doesn't hurt to put some money on the Mariners. Plus 4,000. Let's just say you put like $20 on the Mariners to win the World Series. $800 if you bet $20. If you bet $50, you'll win $2,000. So, put a flyer on the Mariners, baby. Put a flyer on the Mariners to win it all. Doesn't hurt. Obviously, you don't want to break the bank on the Mariners, but... so, yes. Let's go back to... Let me go to my NL wildcard. Let me put my Giants. Yes, I am being biased. I know. I know. Got my Giants. So, yeah, we got Atlanta, San Diego. I think San Diego's going to make it this year to the playoffs. They had a really disappointing last season, and they're playing very well this season without Tatis Jr. So without Tatis, and he's probably going to come back. Well, he was slated to come back in August. I don't know if he's coming back that time. I know they keep pushing it back, so I don't know if Tatis Jr. is coming back or not in August. It would be rough if he comes back in September and he's not like, he doesn't have any chemistry with the team. He's going to be rusty, of course. You know, or maybe he'll have tons of power. I don't know. Maybe that's what they need in September is a well-rested Tatis Jr., but that's a tough one. Oh, wow. Okay, wait. I didn't. So Atlanta has a really solid spot in there. We might just have to give it to Atlanta. I mean, look at that spot. But San Diego's only 4 back from them. Yeah, I don't know. You got to look at their division too. San Diego has the Dodgers and the Giants to battle up against, and then the Diamondbacks. But Diamondbacks in last place in that division. But they are definitely playing better than they were playing last year. Oh yeah, you got the Rockies too. But you know, Rockies are the Rockies. No, nothing to worry about really. Yeah, Cubs are having a really disappointing season. Yeah, don't forget to vote, guys, for those popping in. And if you're watching this at a later time, comment on the video. Let me know you guys' predictions. Love to hear your predictions. All right, so yeah, with the other spot for the wild card race, I mean, you could give it to the Mets too, but I already have Mets getting first. We're just going to give it to Atlanta. They're going to make a run at going back-to-back. I don't think they're going to do it, but we're going to give it to the Giants and Atlanta Braves here. Let me type it in. But yeah, let me know if you guys think I should, you know, if you would swap out any teams. Obviously, I'm being biased with my Giants. So we got Braves. There we go. Now you guys could see the top spots there. But yeah, we do have the Homerun Derby tonight. Then we got the All-Star game. If you guys know me, know my channel, you guys know I hate All-Star games. I think they're pointless. I did kind of like that when MLB did that thing, like whoever wins the World Series or whoever wins the All-Star game, the NL or AL, they get home field advantage in the World Series. It was fun, but it is kind of unfair because if a team has an amazing record and then they're the away team for the world, they don't have home field advantage. That's kind of messed up. But I did like how they made the All-Star game where it made it important and something to play for. They got rid of that since then, but yeah, I think All-Star games are kind of pointless. But if I had to pick an All-Star game to watch, it probably would be baseball, because NFL is completely pointless. They don't tackle. They don't try at all. NBA, they don't play any defense whatsoever. But I feel like in MLB, they actually try. Maybe the pitching's not going to be amazing because they're not going to give it their all. But, you know, the batters are going to be on full display there. But, yeah. I think looking at my predictions, I'm okay with them. Once the season ends, I'm going to do a video comparing my first season predictions when the season first started. I have a video on that. I'm going to compare those to what actually happened in the season, who actually won the World Series. And we'll make a game out of it. We'll make like a drinking game out of it. It's pretty fun. We've done that before. So we'll do that again. So tune into that. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, opinions, whatever, throw it in the chat or throw it in the comments if you're watching this at a later time. I'm going to end the stream here pretty soon. I'll probably jump on Twitch. For those of you guys that are on my Twitch, I'm going to jump on Twitch. We play video games there. Follow me there on Twitch. Link in the description. So I'll see you guys on there a little later. But other than that, enjoy the Homerun Derby, guys. And stay tuned for more MLB streams to come this season. And I'll be doing soccer streams coming up end of July, just so you guys know. We're doing the English League Championship League soccer in England. So we're covering that every weekend. It's a really exciting league to watch. If you've never heard of it, I really recommend you guys getting into it and coming along with a ride with me. And we're going to be betting on soccer games. Even if you know nothing about soccer or have never bet on soccer, let's do it together. It's a lot of fun and it makes it more intense. So we'll be up bright and early betting on soccer games starting July 30th, I believe. So like in 12 days. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the Homerun Derby. Enjoy the All-Star Game. And enjoy the second half of the MLB season. It's going to be super exciting to watch. And we got some tight races ahead of us. So enjoy that. And I'll see you guys on the next